Hey guys, told you guys I'd do a show about autism. It's not me who is suffering from the disorder. I am a parent of a child who's suffering, and it's my daughter, Mila. I love you to death, baby. Daddy never stopped loving you, never. And okay, guys. To begin with, I never wanted to have kids. And my reason was I could not bring a child into a world so cruel, so disgusting, so heartless. All right. At the time growing up, I had my reasons, the things I seen and type of way I was, okay? Um so I never wanted to bring a child into this earth. Well, I made the decision to finally want to have a child, and it took some time, but she told me she was pregnant. So, which is at the time she worked at an abortion clinic. So you can only imagine how that went. Well, anyways, we moved to Arkansas. A little better atmosphere, safer surroundings. So my daughter was born, and we didn't know at first, guys. It took about 2.5 years to get the diagnosis, and I think it was even after that. But around that time, 2.5 years, my grandma would be able to tell. She used to say things, and some other people did mention things, but I wasn't having it. My daughter was perfect. I could not see her any other way. She still is perfect. So we didn't know at first. And when we found out, I was devastated. I was heartbroken. The expectations I had, everything I've ever visioned or imagined changed immediately. And I don't know if people understand um, that your entire outlook, your entire um, the way you envisioned your child's future just changed. Everything just changed because, guys, this is a serious disorder. A lot of people make jokes about it, which I think is bullshit. You guys are low for that. If you ever had to go through what us parents, us family members, people that have to deal with these people suffering, you guys would not make jokes about it. I think you guys are you're assholes for that, for sure. Well, anyways, um, once I found out, I wanted to get as much information as I could about it. Like I said, it took a little while to have to accept it, and it still was hard. By this time, you could tell my daughter was different, but most people could not tell at all. My daughter's so beautiful. You cannot tell. It's just she chooses what she wants to hear and chooses what she wants to do, and very sensitive to things. Um, so I wanted to get as much information as I could. I started to worry what it's going to be like if I'm not there, or if she doesn't have anybody to protect her, or you just start thinking the worst at that point. So it's very scary, and especially if you guys seen my other videos, you know what I deal with. So this is one more thing on top of my worry. So I kept her really close, guys, because I was afraid of her getting hurt, or just afraid. I was a very overprotective father. I still am. My kids, I will never be able to break that. It's embedded in my DNA. That's my kids. They're everything. They're my world. So I kept her close, and I started meeting other parents. I met a few other parents, some of my friends. Their children had similar, if not the same, diagnosis. So that was a relief. I was able to breathe knowing that I'm not the only one who's dealing with this, and their kids seemed just fine. So that was allowed me to get a little relief. And then special schoolings at the time was really helping. They were really improving my daughter's social skills and just improving in a lot of other ways, which I was very proud of. So, and also everyday life in public. I don't think people understand what it's like going in public with a child or a relative or just a friend who suffers with this, especially at that age. Lots of tantrums, lots of screaming, lots of my daughter has to release sometimes, so she will yell out or scream out in a way, or just, and people don't understand that. They think you have a bad child, you're raising your children wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now, my kids, my kids were so loved. They are loved. They have the best. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, so when you're in public places, a lot of people don't understand what's going on. I've had an occasion where a ambulance drove by, and my daughter freaked out. She likes to cover her ears whenever certain things bother her, or just whenever. So, anyways, she started getting scared, and she didn't want her sandals on. She wanted me to hold her. Well, these kids started laughing, and I thought it was terrible. People just need to start understanding. So, um, yes, and social life with friends. We didn't go to a lot of places because our daughter, they just couldn't understand why she acted a certain way. They thought we were bad parents, or lots of reasons. We just didn't feel like explaining most of the time, because a lot of times people would come up and ask her name, how old she is, and she would look at them or just not even pay them any attention. Sometimes we would explain it, but after so many times, you just kind of, you don't even feed into it. You don't even say nothing. And if things, if they stay pretty calm, you don't have to explain. So, and then the parents, fighting, stressed out over this. You may have a lot of other things going on in life, and you add that. It's very stressful to be a parent of a child that's suffering with that. So, lots of extra stress. And what I did was give extra love to my daughter. I would give her a lot of extra love, and there's a way you can connect through that. If words ain't doing it, you can always connect through your children through love. All parents out there that love their kids know what I mean. So it's just a certain connection you have with your children. And then show interest in things. They could be drawing things. It could be multiple things they're interested in. But when you show interest in their hobbies or just things they like, that's a way of communicating through your children or loved ones. And also respect their surroundings. Let's say they have a puzzle they're building, or some a particular item set up in a certain area. Don't go knocking them down. Don't go interrupting them. Watch certain sounds. And let's say they have a certain quiet spot they like to go to, and you start blaring music and they don't like that. Respect their surroundings, and consider certain things, maybe certain things that might get to them. If you can avoid certain things from disrupting them or making them uncomfortable, at least consider that. And what might affect them. So, okay, what to do is always stay alert. Me, on one hand, I have always stayed alert with my daughter. It's just I have a certain type of fear for a lot of different reasons with my daughters because of her condition, her disorder, and I'm a very overprotective father, which there's nothing wrong with that. And then checkups with doctors, make sure there's progress being made, make sure there's nothing affecting them, because your children, if they are your children, can't really come out and tell you things like a normal child. It's harder for them to explain things, express things. There's certain emotions lacking in some cases, so definitely take your child to the doctor, get checkups. therapy to report progress or to keep track of progress, counseling, and it's good to have more than one point of view, and to let the parent get a break as well. Classes, art classes, things like that. You get a good understanding of what your child's like when you're not around. So, and then just overall, guys, just care, love your child, love your relative, love them the best you can, show them all the care you can, because that helps. And try not to be so stern. And parents that are maybe fed up with their day or whatever it may be, don't take it out on your children. Try to understand what they're going through. I know you guys live with these children or relatives every day, but at least consider what they're going through. Try to make it a little easier for them. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please go to Brandon Roski and hit subscribe. All right, thank you.